Okay, the topic we are going to see now is ways and means advances. What is ways and means advances? Okay, ways and means advances. Okay, so first of all, this scheme was launched in the year 1997. Okay, this scheme was launched to meet the mismatches in the receipt and payment of government. Okay, so for any lag between the income and the expenses of the government. Okay, to bridge the gap between the income and say for example the income is 1 lakh rupees and the expenses around 1.5 lakh rupees, then we are short of 50,000 rupees. Okay, to bridge the gap, to give this 50,000 rupees, this ways and means advances is used by the RBI, okay, to the state government, state and union territories. Okay, so the government can avail immediate cash. Okay, they do not wait for the cash to be deposited. Immediate cash from the RBI if required. Okay, so if the government is short of money and it needs immediate cash, and it can, what they can do, either they can sell their bills. Okay, treasury bills. Okay, governments will have bills, treasury bills. Okay, to it will have a face value. What is a face value? Say for example, they'll sell this bill, treasury bill, for 1 lakh rupees, and they'll have a face value, and on redemption, by returning it, they can get 1.2 lakh rupees or 1.1 lakh rupees. They can get a treasury bill, or they can go with this ways and means advances. They can either borrow it from the market, they can sell this in the market, or they can go with this ways and means advances. Okay, let's cut short with this. We will not get into other forms of raising money, because it will be quite a larger topic. We'll discuss later. Okay, so but it has in this ways and means advances, it has to return the amount within 90 days. Okay, the stipulated time frame is 3 months of time. Within 3 months of time, it should return the money to the RBI, to the giver. Okay, so interest is charged at the existing repo rate. So what is a repo rate? There is two kinds of rate the RBI uses. Okay, Reserve Bank of India uses repo rate and reverse repo rate. Okay, repo rate is a rate at which Reserve Bank of India gives money to the, as we know, RBI is the banker of bankers. Okay, it gives money to the banks. Okay, if the bank needs money for one day, okay, on a one day basis, or or a larger time basis, for one day basis, it gives the banks money on a by collecting interest. So such rate is called as repo rate. The rate at which the banks get uh, loan from RBI. Okay, this is called as repo rate. At some instances, RBI might need cash from the banks. Okay, at that time, the amount which is the interest which is paid by the RBI to bank is called as reverse repo rate. Okay, these are the two kinds of rate. The amount which RBI collects from the bank for lending them the money is called as repo rate, and the money which the RBI pays to the bank for receiving the money, short term loan from the banks, is called as reverse repo rate. Okay, section 17(5) of the RBI Act 1934 authorizes the central bank to lend to the center and state government subject to their being repayable. Okay, the money being repayable not later than 3 months of time. Okay, since the date at which they get the money from the bank. Repo rate is basically, as I saw, rate at which RBI lends short term money to banks. Okay, so in ways and means advances, if the ways and means advances exceeds 90 days, okay, it would be treated as overdraft overdraft amount. This is a common term which you hear in your banks. Okay, so people who are banking, who have savings account, or other kind of account, they'll know what is overdraft is. Okay, the interest rate on overdraft is 2 percentage point more than the repo rate. Say for example, the repo rate is 2%, 2.5% means after 90 days they have to pay an extra 2%. Okay, extra 2 percentage point. Okay, the limits of the ways and means advances for center are decided by the government and the RBI mutually. They'll have a panel and decide what the rate at which the RBI should lend money to the central government. But for state government, the points which we discussed are other thing. Okay, a higher limit provide a higher limit provides the government flexibility to raise from fund from RBI without borrowing them from the market, because if they are going to borrow it from the market, the interest rate will be much higher than very much higher than that of the repo rate. Okay, so what are the types of ways and means advances? Okay, types of ways and means WMA. One is normal, another is special. Okay, so first we'll discuss about special ways and means advances. They are special drawing facility. Okay, a special drawing facility is provided against the collateral of the government securities. Government will be having securities. As I said, they will be having treasury bill. So if they are going to sell this treasury bill in the market, they have to uh, another kind is that if, say for example, there will be a face value of 1 lakh rupees for this treasury bill, but they'll sell this treasury bill for 90,000 rupees. Okay, so after 3 months they can return this and they can get 1 lakh rupees, so the profit will be 10,000 rupees. Okay, so this is a kind. Another kind is that they'll maturity based. Okay, maturity based they'll be selling, the face value will be 1 lakh rupees, they'll be selling this for 1 lakh rupees, but they'll stipulate a time frame. Okay, after the maturity they'll get an interest for that particular amount. Okay, so this is called as maturity and face value based treasury bills. Okay, after the state has exhausted the limit of special drawing facility STF, it gets normal ways and means advances. Okay, the interest rate for STF is 1 percentage point less than the repo rate. Okay, so after that the number of loans under normal ways and means is advances is based on the 3-year advantage of average of actual revenue and capital expenditure of the state. This is a norm. Okay, so if they are going to use special drawing rights of a special WMA, then it will be 1 percentage point less than repo rate, after which exhausting the say for example the government is having treasury bill for 10 crore rupees. Okay, so up to 10 crore rupees they can get they can surrender this treasury bill and they can get a 10 crore rupees at the rate less than 1 percentage less than repo rate. Say for example, if the repo rate is 2 percentage, okay, 2 percentage of interest, then the for this 10 crore rupees which the government is surrendering the treasury bill, they will give they'll charge only 1 percentage as interest rate. Okay, so after exhausting this 10 crore rupees, say for example if they are going to buy another 10 crore rupees, then they'll charge 2 percentage as repo rate. Another thing what we saw, after 90 days what it will be 2 percentage plus, keeping in mind this is a repo rate, this repo rate may vary. After 90 days another 2 percentage point extra. Okay, so how till how much, what is the maximum amount a state can get? This is the norm. 3-year average of actual revenue and capital expenditure of the state. Keeping this in mind, the maximum amount up to which a state can borrow loan will be decided. Okay, so why this ways and means advances was in news? So cash flow problem of state have been aggravated by the impact of COVID-19. Okay, thus many states are in need of immediate and large financial resources to deal with the challenges including medical testing, screening, and hospitalizing people, serving them, providing food security. Okay, then we for each and every ration card, The Tamil Nadu government gave 2,000 rupees after the election. Before that, before that they gave Pongal for Pongal they gave 1,000 rupees. So for all these, government need money. Okay, so ways and means advances funding is much cheaper than borrowing from markets. Okay, so let's discuss about other related points about which is related to ways and means advances. Special drawing facility. What is special drawing facility? And we saw what a special drawing facility means. Okay, so the STF available by state government shall continue to be linked to the quantum of their investment in marketable securities issued by the government of India, including auction trading bills. And we will see what auction trading bills means. Okay, then consolidated sinking fund and guarantee redemption fund. Okay, so first, auction trading bills. These are money market instruments issued by the government of India as a promissory note with guaranteed repayment at later date. Okay, say for example 3rd of November 2022 I am getting a 2021 I am getting an auction treasury. I'm get you know this auction treasury bill is that they'll auction this bill. Okay, the face value will be an amount, say for example 1000 rupees, and they'll start the auction from 800 rupees. Okay, and this may go up to a maximum of which a person auctions the bill. It's up to the people who auctioned it. Okay, the contestant. Okay, so and but after the time frame, the amount will be after a particular, there will be a date in the treasury bill as well. Say for example 3rd November 2023 or 24. After that, the treasury bill will have a maturity value. Okay, for this 1000 rupees we will be getting around 1500 rupees or so. Okay, so this is called as auction treasury bill. Funds collected through such tools are typically used to meet short-term requirements of the government, hence to reduce the overall fiscal deficit of the country. Okay, without getting any loans or funds from outside the thing, they'll collect the money from the people or the market. Okay, so what is consolidated sinking fund? So this consolidated sinking fund was set up in 1999 to 2000 by Reserve Bank of India. This may be a UPSC question. Consolidated sinking fund, a prelims question. The statement will be consolidated sinking fund was set up by SEBI. So the answer will be wrong. It's RBI. Okay, to meet redemption of market loans of the state. Okay, redemption of market loans of the state. Okay, so initially 12th Finance Commission, initially there were 11 states set up which set up sinking funds. Okay, but 12th Finance Commission recommended all states should have sinking fund for amortization of all loans, including loans from banks, liabilities on account of national saving fund, etc. Okay, the fund should be maintained outside the consolidated fund of India. We saw what is consolidated fund of India. Outside consolidated fund of the state, consolidated fund of state and the public account. We saw both these terms. Okay, it should not be used for any other purpose. So what is this consolidated sinking fund? Is that the the government will be getting loan at a larger rate. Okay, and if they are going to keep on getting loan, at one point of time they would not be able to repay the amount. Okay, for for getting into this scenario, a consolidated sinking fund is created to for the proper repayment of the loan to the from the to the loan giver. Okay, as per the scheme, the state government could contribute 1 to 3% of the outstanding market loan each year to the fund. Okay, the fund is administered by the central account section of the RBI Nagpur. Then what is guarantee redemption fund? What is guarantee? Okay, say for example, if a person is getting a loan from a bank, okay, another person should should sign a should give a guarantee. Will be signing as guarantee. Okay, for this we can go into an example. Vijay Mallya, okay, once a great business tycoon of India, particularly South India. Okay, um, he what what was the issue for him, uh, that he escaped from India and settled in London, because he bought money from the bank and he did not repay it. Okay, so this is the thing which we know. But what actually happened is that for Kingfisher Airlines, okay, for Kingfisher Airlines, he gave a guarantee sign. Okay, so as the Kingfisher Airline failed to pay the amount as a guarantee, it is his responsibility to repay the amount. Okay, so the banks came behind him for the repayment. Okay, this is called as guarantee. This will not only happen to a great business tycoons, but also to normal people. If a person is getting a personal loan for 5 lakh rupees, another person should give a guarantee signature, because he is also responsible for the repayment of this money to the bank. Okay, so this for normal people, for a business tycoon, and this will also happen to the government establishments. Okay, if this guarantee will be given will be given to central public sector enterprises. Okay, for them to raise loans for their proper functioning, okay, for their management. Okay, the government will give guarantee, and the guarantee securities will be given as guarantees for them to raise loan. Okay, so from the financial institution. So to for the redemption of these guarantees, guarantee redemption, to safeguard these guarantees by not losing these, like will be people will be keeping a house document as a mortgage, and they'll get a loan from the bank. If they're not able to repay the loan, the house will be seized by the bank. Okay, likewise the treasury bills will also be seized by the financial institution, if the even if the central public sector enterprises are not able to repay the amount. Okay, so to safeguard these treasury bills guarantees which the government gave to the financial institution for getting loans by the central public sector enterprises, a guarantee redemption fund is being established in 1999 to 2000. Okay, it was established in the public accounts of India. Okay, the fund is through budgetary appropriation with an annual provision in the budget estimate. Each and every year in the budget estimate, a budgetary appropriation will be added for the guarantee redemption fund. On the recommendation of the 12th Finance Commission, 15 states have set up guarantee redemption fund. Not all the state. Another consolidated sinking fund. Okay, consolidated sinking fund. 12th Commission Finance Commission recommended to set for all the states to set up this fund, but a guarantee redemption fund, the 12th Finance Commission asked only 15 states to set up the guarantee redemption fund. Okay, this fund is maintained outside the consolidated fund of the state in the public account and is not to be used for any other purpose except for redemption of loans. This ensures good financial governance. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's all for ways and means advances. Thank you.